a pot of soup for 2,000 naira. Can I really pull this off? One of my strategies is that it's currently 3 p.m. and evening market is usually very cheaper than like morning markets. If you cut finish, come out 500 naira on separate, make us see. How many?
Oh.
4 or 500.
No, this one costs my 500.
We are tie this one separate. Tie this one separate. Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. If this is the first time you are stopping by, my name is Sheta and I create a lot of content in Abuja, Nigeria. You are definitely welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Please do not make it your life by clicking the subscribe button down below. All my returning subscribers, see, welcome back. Okay guys, please do not forget, very importantly, to subscribe, like, share, turn on your post notification, and also follow me on my socials. All right, so yeah guys, I don't want to ramble too much. I just want to delve into what today's video is about. So guys, today I'm trying something. So if you guys know, if you do not know, Nigeria is in the current economic state. A lot of things have gone up: fuel price, the dollar rate, exchange rate, and that has made every other thing expensive. So what I want to do today is I want to attempt to see if I can make okra soup with 2,000 to 3,000 naira, and for foreigners that translates to about $3 to $4. So yeah, I want to do that. I am currently at the market, just parked my car, and I want to step in. So it's currently almost 3:30-ish. I just arrived at the market, and my strategy for that is that a lot of times there's this ideology that evening markets are cheaper because a lot of vendors just want to finish selling and just close out for the day and go home. So I'm here, it's 3:30, and my hair is a mess, and as you guys can see, you're not blind, but you can see that my hair is a mess. So I want to quickly go just rebraid my hair, and then I hope to buy things. I hope to vlog. If I don't, when I get home, I'll just show you guys everything that I bought. And yeah, that's basically it. Let's go along on this journey. Okay, I got to the market, I loosened my hair, washed it, and started braiding in a new hair. Guys, these people were wasting my time, but I was happy in a way because I'm like, okay, to make my evening market plans a reality. Guys, I just finished doing my hair and I want to start buying stuff, so let's go. If anybody had told me this is currently 5:30 p.m, I won't believe, because everywhere was so busy. Anyways, I saw this woman selling smoked fish, dried fish, and I really wanted to use this, but I asked her the price of her cheapest and she said 5,000. I knew this was not on my budget, so I proceeded to my customer who sells gari, and the guy had already closed his shop and he was leaving for the day. But then I told him, see you, I want to buy 10 noodles of gari, and he had to reopen his shop, so I bought gari. By the way, I was also doing a bulk grocery shopping on that day, so you can see me buying things that were out of my list. Next, I proceeded to the person that I bought ogbono from, and guys, I bought a full cup of ogbono, but yes, I did not use everything. I got home and portioned out exactly what I needed for this dish. Anyways, I told her to grind it, which she did, and I know some people will say it's unsanitary, but I'm sorry, that's your business. I also bought ugu worth of 250, but I ended up using 50 naira ugu for this dish. And yes, I asked her to cut it for me because, see you guys, I know you people say it's unsanitary. I really don't bother about things like this. I mean, I have them cut it, and when I get home I wash it. Okay, I also bought okpe, and she sold this for 200 naira. Again, I am bulk buying. Then I went to the meat section where meat is sold, and usually I buy meat in kilo. And guys, I remember when a kilo of meat was 800 naira, but currently is at 3,500 naira. Is that not outrageous? Anyways, that's what 1 kilo of meat looks like. And then yeah, I told him to cut it for me. If you cut finish, come out 500 naira on separate, make I see. How many? 4 500.
No, this one cost my 500.
We are tie this one separate. Tie this one separate. If you are on a budget, don't go near stockfish or dried fish, because how can this thing be 1,000 naira? Plate no be 100.
Yeah, another.
That's how much?
Let's get 3,500.
No, now one plate I want 150. Give me one.
One plate is 200. I got at
no 150. I don't want 200. 150. 150. No, 150. You guys should rate my bargaining skills. I try, I be, I no try. Anyways, I went to buy pepper next. 100 naira or no? Man, my budget was tight. Anytime I am done grocery shopping, I think about my life in this country and wonder how other average Nigerians that do not have means of income are actually managing. Anyways, I started prepping the items, washing it. I washed the stockfish, washed the meat, washed I think my okra next, and then my ugu, and then I set it up so that I can show you guys what we bought in the market and how much we bought. Make sure to wash all your vegetables and your meats twice to get rid of all the sand that you can get, because you do not want that in your food. So just take your time and wash it well. After washing, I put everything on display so that we can go through them one after the other. The first thing is crayfish, and this is 200 naira worth of crayfish. This is 50 naira worth of pepper, 200 naira worth of onions. Stockfish 1,000 naira, crazy right? Okra 50 naira, okra 150. Ugu 50 naira, yes, and 4 pieces of beef for 500 naira. Ogbono 250. This was like quarter cup, and then palm oil 200 naira. So yeah guys, this is it, and we have a total of 2,650. So I started out by adding my meat to a pot, and yes, this is not only the meat I use for the soup. I added other meat because I had other dishes to cook that day. Added my Maggi cubes, my salt, and yeah, this is a pressure cooker and it makes it cook faster. So I just set it on the pressure cooker and allowed it, like set a timer for 10 minutes and went back. Next, I started cutting my okra. I cut up my okra, and guys, I don't know, cutting okra has to be one of the activities that I hate the most in the kitchen. Next, I cut my pepper because I wanted it in the food. You can also blend it, but then I wanted it cut in the soup. I cut my onions and I was forming bougie and slicing it on this thing, but it was not working, so I used my hand. Next up, I brought out my blender, added my crayfish, okra, and a little bit of water, and guys, covered it up, and in a snap of a finger I had already blended it. Okay, the beauty of okra soup is that once everything is ready, it just goes fast. Okay, next up, I added my pot on the fire and I had to dry it up before adding my palm oil. Immediately I add my palm oil, I allow it heat up a little bit, and then I throw in my grinded ogbono. Immediately I add my grinded ogbono, I bring it down from the fire and I take my time to melt the ogbono. Make sure there are no lumps. Melt it very well until it is completely smooth. When it is smooth, you can now go ahead and add your protein. I used beef, so you guys can see my 4 pieces of beef and the beef broth. I mixed it a little and then I put it back on the fire. After adding it on the fire, I poured in my blended crayfish and okra. And guys, I told you this meal is just fast. I added in water and I rinsed out my blender, of course. Added my cut up onion and pepper, and then I added my stockfish. Guys, remember what I told you in the beginning. Once you start making this dish, it's like in the next second you are done. Gave my pot a good mix, covered it up to steam up for a bit, and then opened it back up and added extra water. Add water as much as you would like your soup to be thick or watery, whatever it is you want. And then I covered it up for the ogbono to start drawing. I added my Maggi cube at this point, mixed everything well, and I wanted to taste to know whether I needed additional salt, because remember, you have your stock tasted it and it needed a little extra salt, so I added that and then tasted it again and it was good to go. So I covered it back up and allowed it to boil up again for a bit. Now opened it and it was already sizzling, like it was sizzling like hot. Then I brought out my okra and then added my okra. I mixed a bit, and once I was done mixing, I now brought my ugu and added my ugu, and practically that's just all it takes to make ogbono soup. Mixed and covered it for it to finally boil up before you can now serve. This soup is a very rich and healthy soup, and it takes less than 10 minutes to make a pot of okra soup if you have already prepped everything that you need to prep. It is always good to taste your okra soup after adding veggies because they draw out a bit of the salt and determine whether you need additional salt or not. And guys, voila, this is my beautiful pot of 2,000 naira okra soup. Yeah guys, that's basically it. I brought my soup down from the fire and turned off the gas, and yeah, I added gari, which was 150 for a cup of gari. So my grand total got to 2,800. I dished out my food, guys, and yeah, this is it. You guys should let me know what you think. Do you want to take on this challenge? And yeah, so guys, I am done cooking and I made it happen. Like, I practically made a full-blown pot of okra soup with 2,000 naira, just basically slightly over 2,000 naira, and I added a bonus of eba, which is what you eat it with. But yeah guys, it was so hard. Yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention that soup can only be eaten like maybe 3 times at the most. 3 times if you force it 4 times, but like it's something you can eat 3 times. Yeah, as you guys can see, I am extremely tired. That is why I am sweating. And yeah, that brings us to the end of this video. Please, if you enjoy this kind of video and you want me to create more kind of content like this, just do that by encouraging me and giving me a like, and also tell me again what else you would like to see in my next video. Do not forget to subscribe, do not forget to share with your family and friends, turn on your post notifications so that you get notified always whenever I post a new video. And finally, please follow me on my socials, guys. You guys should encourage me to be posting on Instagram, TikTok, and all that platforms. And yeah guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.